Hi students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Today I want to discuss about thermochemistry. In this thermochemistry topic we have the energy exchange between the system and surrounding. Now in that the first one definition is enthalpy of reaction or reaction enthalpy. What is the enthalpy of reaction? Enthalpy is denoted by which one? H. Definition of this enthalpy of reaction is enthalpy change accompanying a reaction is known as reaction enthalpy or enthalpy of reaction. Anyone write, no problem. For this definition to understand, write for example N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3 reactant convert into product. In this conversion, energy is liberated, that is denoted with the RH. Delta means change, H means enthalpy. Change in enthalpy of reaction is minus 91.8 something is there. We can write round of 92 kilojoule mole inverse. So in some reaction energy may loss, in some reaction energy may be gain. Some are exothermic, some are endothermic. Loss mean exothermic, gain mean endothermic reaction. If minus indicating energy loss, plus indicating here energy gain. Energy cannot be negative. You have to understand minus is loss of energy and plus mean gain of energy here. So in this conversion, nitrogen hydrogen convert into ammonia, then energy should be lost. Therefore this change in enthalpy accompanying a reaction is known as enthalpy of reaction or reaction enthalpy. Here observe, this is simply indicating that the change in enthalpy of reaction. If this change in enthalpy of reaction is carried out at the standard condition, it means another definition also is there, that is called standard enthalpy of reaction. Enthalpy, the change in enthalpy of reaction denoted like this. Standard enthalpy of reaction denoted like this. Change in enthalpy of reaction, this is indicating here standard. This is just change in enthalpy of reaction. This is this circle and minus like this symbol is there, means that is called standard condition. At this standard condition measured the change in energy is called standard enthalpy of reaction. Keep in mind, like this symbol representation is you have to remember, these are very important. Sometimes instead of this they will mention like this only. So keep in mind, this is change in enthalpy of reaction at standard condition. Therefore now definition is the enthalpy change accompanying a reaction at standard condition. Same definition at standard condition. Otherwise the change in enthalpy or enthalpy change of a reaction when the participating substances are at the standard condition, that is called standard enthalpy of reaction. So now the definition for standard enthalpy of reaction is simple, we can write like this only. Enthalpy change accompanying a reaction at standard condition is called standard enthalpy of reaction. Otherwise, the enthalpy change accompanying or up to this line same, when up to here same, enthalpy change accompanying when the participating substances are in their standard state is called enthalpy of reaction or standard enthalpy of reaction. Then what are the standard state or standard condition? This is very important. So now if pressure is there, or we can write first standard conditions or state. Standard condition 1. If pressure is there, that should be 1 bar pressure. Second one, concentration is given maybe, then that should be 1 m concentration. Temperature may be given, then that should be 298 Kelvin temperature. There is no restriction to temperature. For example, iron temperature, standard temperature is 500 Kelvin. There is no restriction for temperature. Unless until given in the question, you have to consider this is a 298 Kelvin. For different substance, this temperature may be different as a standard condition. Okay. So these are the standard conditions you have to remember: concentration, pressure, temperature. Okay. And based on this, one formula is there, enthalpy of reaction. So if you study this enthalpy change accompanying a reaction, then what is the use? For example, we are performing a chemical reaction in the laboratory or industry, then we have to cool or we have to heat. That optimum condition we have to maintain to get the desired product. Then these data is very, very important. Now I wrote this reaction delta, it means enthalpy change of the reaction is minus 92 kilojoule per mole. It is exothermic reaction, means for this reaction we have to maintain the low temperature according to equation. Any other factor may be affect to this formation of product, but according to this one we have to maintain the low temperature. If here positive is there, then we have to maintain the high temperature. So that is the use of to study the standard enthalpy of reaction. Now the standard change in enthalpy of reaction, how to calculate? By using this formula. Standard enthalpy change of reaction is equal to summation of the enthalpy change of all products minus the enthalpy change, the summation of enthalpy change of all reactants. This A and B indicating the stoichiometric coefficients of the respective reactant and products. So A is indicating the stoichiometric coefficient of their respective products, B is indicating the stoichiometric coefficient of their respective reactants. So for example, this is maybe given as like this. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Then delta RH0, how much? Already in the I given as a minus 92 kilojoule per mole. So how to calculate this enthalpy of reaction? Means we should know that enthalpy of formation of F indicating formation. So the change in enthalpy of formation of product, the change in enthalpy of formation of reactant, we should know that. When you know, then substitute in this formula, then you will get. How to calculate delta RH naught, it indicating standard enthalpy of reaction, that equal to summation means product minus reactant, A indicating stoichiometric coefficient, then 2 into what is that, enthalpy of formation of product. Which product? That is NH3. Then you can make into bracket for easy identification, minus then reactant. What are the reactants? Are there? 2 reactants. What is the stoichiometric coefficient? 1. Then 1 into enthalpy of formation of which one? N2 nitrogen gas, plus summation means plus. Next 3 moles B, and into enthalpy of formation of which element here? Hydrogen. So if you know these values, actually these values are given in your textbook in a table. So that value used, then you will get the answer. In the next heading, I will calculate this one, because the next one is the enthalpy of formation is there. So keep in mind, based on the enthalpy of reaction, we will know the what are the conditions we have to maintain to perform a reaction. So like this, we will calculate the enthalpy of reaction. Already I told you that delta RH standard enthalpy of reaction is equal to maybe negative. Another one is standard enthalpy of reaction, it may be positive. This is called exothermic. This is called endothermic. Exothermic meaning, I will write here first based on this exothermic. This is enthalpy, this is reaction progress. Enthalpy change is negative, indicating here it loss. Loss means reactant at the higher energy level, product at the lower energy level. Then only the reactant lost the energy and converted into lower energy level. They are more stable. So this is reactant position. This is product position. R means reactant, P means product. Then higher energy level to lower energy level. So this difference is known as delta H is equal to negative. It means energy loss. This difference, product line to reactant line, whatever the difference is there, that is called exothermic. It means energy loss. Then endothermic. In endothermic, what will be there? Same graph, enthalpy, and this reaction progress type once again. So you write same thing here. Now endothermic means energy gain. Energy gain means already reactants are in lower energy level. Therefore, they require the energy to go to higher energy level. Therefore, they are at lower energy and products are at higher energy level. So these graphs are very important to find out, which is exothermic, another is endothermic. Now exothermic respect to one reaction. A plus B, otherwise we can write in the form of reactant product R and P better. Okay, so reactant for exothermic purpose I am writing now. Reactant. Exothermic means what is that? Energy loss. Energy loss means reactant converted into product. This one along with the product some energy loss, therefore that is in the form of Q, heat is loss. Otherwise this can be represented as R. When it comes to left side it is minus Q, gives rise to product. This can be given like this also. R gives rise to P semicolon. Enthalpy of reaction, if standard condition, write standard condition, that gives rise to minus Q. It means some amount of energy loss. So observe here, all are the different type of representation, all indicating the exothermic reaction. In competitive exam, anyone they may give. Generally we are using in our textbook like this representation is there. This is also correct, this is also correct. All three are correct representation for exothermic reaction. Next for endothermic reaction. In endothermic reaction, energy is given in the form of heat. Then R plus Q gives rise to all this opposite now. Here right side plus Q is there, here left side. Then it gives a P. Then another one is opposite, this left side plus is there. If goes right side, R gives rise to P minus Q. This can be represented as R gives rise to P enthalpy of reaction at standard condition, that is plus Q. So these three are indicating the endothermic, these three are indicating the exothermic reaction. So whatever the energy change involved in a reaction, accompanying meaning what is here? The energy change involved in a reaction, that may be loss or gain, that is called enthalpy of reaction. If that measured energy at the standard condition, that is called standard enthalpy of reaction. So based on this, in competitive exam purpose, you have to remember enthalpy of reaction is positive or negative. It may be positive or negative. Positive mean that is endothermic, or it may be delta R enthalpy of reaction at standard, it may be negative. We have to remember enthalpy of reaction may be positive or negative, because few are exothermic, few are endothermic reactions. Hi students, now enthalpy change during the phase transformation. How this enthalpy change in the phase transformation? Phase transformation meaning what is that? It will be change the phase. What are the phase transformation? One, solid to liquid, liquid to gas, solid to gas. It's reverse also, liquid to solid, gas to liquid, and gas to solid also. So like this reversible also possible, but in our textbook these three phase transformation is given. Solid to liquid is known as fusion, liquid to gas is known as vaporization, solid to gas is known as sublimation. Okay, so now first one we will discuss how the solid will convert into liquid. This is called standard enthalpy of enthalpy of fusion. Standard enthalpy change, also enthalpy change of fusion. This is represented like this: delta FUS fusion H. This is indicating standard. This is known as standard enthalpy change of fusion. Standard enthalpy change of fusion. So, what is the definition for this? For every definition, the first line is same. It means half of the line is same. How to write? Enthalpy change. Keep in mind, maximum the first part is same. Enthalpy change for one melting of one mole up to here. Enthalpy change for up to here maximum same, which is the heading is a according to the remaining part will be changed, and in all cases maximum 1 mole is used. Maximum cases, in some changes are that we will discuss, maximum 1 mole respective we are discussing. So enthalpy change for melting of 1 mole of a solid substance at its melting point is called standard enthalpy change of fusion. So now there is no difficulty in this definition. Standard condition meaning what is that? Pressure, temperature, concentrations are fixed values there. Now enthalpy change of or for melting of 1 mole of solid, because here solid to liquid conversion is known as what is that? Fusion. We know that fusion meaning. Therefore just we have to add 1 mole Then remaining is solid substance. Melting meaning what is that? Solid converted to liquid. We can write here H2O is solid. This is called ice. Convert into H2O liquid. Solid converted to liquid is known as a fusion. For this, solid converted to liquid, energy required or loss? Energy required, then only it melt to convert to liquid. Therefore, delta E of fusion enthalpy is equal to here plus. Plus not given means you have to consider this plus only. For your understanding purpose, I am writing plus. If not there also, if like this is there, that is also you have to consider plus 6 kilojoule mole inverse. It's reverse. It means liquid converted into solid. That is called freezing. So in this freezing also same enthalpy change but negative sign. That is called when a reaction is reversed, its enthalpy change is with the same value with the negative sign. That is called Lavoisier Laplace law. Again I will discuss, but keep in mind for reverse reaction the change in enthalpy sign is changed. Here plus is the mean, that is minus. So you have to remember, that is also very important. Then next one, vaporization. Then I will write here standard enthalpy change of vaporization. Vaporization. This is denoted like this, delta VAP, vaporization H standard condition. This is known as standard enthalpy change of vaporization. Now what is the definition? Now we can easily write enthalpy change for, this will be same, this is a heading, enthalpy change for, here melting is, here what is that? Vaporization. Vaporization of 1 mole of liquid. 1 mole of liquid. So liquid converted which one? Gas. Vaporization already we mentioned here. Vaporization of 1 mole of liquid at its boiling point and standard pressure. What is the standard pressure? 1 bar pressure. Now for this example same like this H2O liquid convert into H2O gas. Now liquid convert into gas, energy required, therefore enthalpy of vaporization at standard condition is plus 40.79 kilojoule mole inverse. Then you may ask the question, sir, we have to remember this value. If possible, remember, otherwise plus minus write better. Okay, if reverse gas current to liquid, that is called condensation. Enthalpy of condensation is minus 40.79 kilojoule mole inverse. So you refer these values from your textbook, because sometime when I am writing small, sometime maybe round of value I may write, or otherwise exact value I may write. So just you can confirm from your textbook, because textbook value you have to follow. I am writing from the textbook only, but in case sometime small values may forget, don't worry about that. So this is called standard enthalpy of vaporization. Condensation is reverse. Now, standard enthalpy change of sublimation. This can be represented as delta SUBH like this. SUB means sublimation. Standard enthalpy change of sublimation. What is the sublimation? Solid directly convert into gas without converting into liquid, without changing its composition also. So now definition again starts saying the change and the enthalpy change for 1 mole of a solid substance directly converts into its gas phase. Directly convert into its gas phase at standard temperature and standard pressure. What are the standard temperature pressure? That is 1 bar pressure. This temperature may vary, that's why I know already. It may be considered room temperature also, 298 Kelvin. Now, in this conversion, H2O, it is not possible. H2O directly convert into what you call gas, not possible. Therefore, solid directly convert to gas, not possible. If converted liquid, liquid to gas possible. But we know that CO2 solid, this is also known as solids. It is one more question, very important, competitive exam purpose also very important. Solid CO2 is known as dry ice. Very, very, very important. Solid CO2 is directly converted into CO2 gas. Its value, sublimation, enthalpy of sublimation is nearly plus 25.2 or 3 kilojoule mole inverse. Next, naphthalene. This naphthalene solid, you know that this is also known as Dambergolide. These are used for to preserve the clothes and in toilets also. Naphthalene is solid directly converted into naphthalene vapor or gas. For this, delta sublimation enthalpy is 73 kilojoule mole inverse. So like this, already you learned some example in the first chapter in the organic chemistry, the basic concept in the purification of organic compound. There also sublimation is there. So such example all here applicable. Another example I am giving here, iodine solid converting to iodine vapor or gas, no problem. For this, nearly delta sublimation enthalpy is 63 nearly or 62 something is there. Round up I am running 63 kilojoule mole inverse. These values are not that much important, for only your understanding purpose I am writing this much energy required to convert solid to their gas form. But keep in mind, in this conversion, composition is not changed. CO2 in the solid means CO2 in the gas. Naphthalene formula, whatever that is also in the vapor phase. Iodine formula, whatever in the solid, that is also in the gas state, without converting into liquid, directly converting into gas. But keep in mind, this enthalpy of sublimation is equal to enthalpy of fusion plus enthalpy of vaporization. These two values equal to enthalpy of sublimation. And one more thing you have to remember, that any phase transformation, it means solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or solid directly to gas, that depends on intermolecular forces. For example, you consider acetone. Example is acetone formula like this: CH3, C double bond or CH3. Another one is water. It has dipole force. DD means dipole force. Here it has hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond is somewhat stronger than the dipole interaction. Therefore, the phase transformation value R for H2 is greater than the for acetone. So keep in mind, it depends on intermolecular force of attraction. Stronger forces are there, that is more enthalpy of phase transformation. Weaker forces are there, they are having the less enthalpy of phase transformation in this any three phase transformation. And also they depends upon their physical state of the reactant, also depend upon the reaction condition also, but mainly depends on intermolecular forces.